Well, hello everyone. This is Ron, and I'm back with you with another episode of Empire Coins and Collectibles. It has been a while. I've been out for about 3 weeks, had some procedures done, and I'm feeling great. And I'm looking forward to get back into the coin collecting and sharing with you all that I've found to date. Now, where we left off was the ANACS unboxing part 3. I still have a number of coins to share with you, and we'll get through those in this episode. If you find any of this that you like or you find it interesting, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to hold something else up just briefly. I have several envelopes where I've got unboxings or letter openings to do. I'll do that in a future episode after today as we finish up the ANACS unboxing. All right, let's go ahead and go to the desk camera and we'll go ahead and get started. So if you'll bear with me while I change the camera view. These are the coins that we did not get a chance to look at. And I kind of opened it up and you got to get a glimpse of some of the grades, but I'll flip them around. We'll go through them one at a time. Now we're gonna kind of raise that up just a bit. So the next one I'd like to share with you is this beautiful Liberty $50, and it's a 1945, and it was certified by ANACS as an MS65. And the toning is somewhat unattractive here, but this was what was against the book, which I pulled it out of. And then this is the other side that was kind of facing up. Let's see if we get this to. Yeah, look at that gorgeous coin and all the details. I love the Liberty walking $50. So I think that's a win for me, an MS65, gorgeous coin, and it's going to go right into my personal collection. So the next one, we have, this one is a real treasure. Now I'm hoping that blue toning will come through. This is a dark blue toning on this Lincoln cent, and I'm just not sure that it's going to show up. My light is not cooperating. Hopefully that is showing up a bit. I'll just kind of roll it around. Now you notice there's a little bit of the copper original sheen showing through. This Lincoln cent has a dark, not obscuring dark blue, but a dark blue that is like a royal blue. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And I'm just afraid that this view on this camera is not going to show what a beautiful color that is. But let's flip it over. And this is a 1962 proof Lincoln cent, and it got a proof 67. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. I'm so very, very pleased with this, especially the grade that it got, a proof 67. Now, normally, proofs grade out pretty high, but you do see proofs that are 64, 65, 66. But you also see proofs, especially those that are almost specimen type, around 68, 69, 70. But since this is a 62, I'm just so very, very happy with it. Look at that deep red. It's got a red-brown designation, and I'm pleased with that as well. So tell me what you think down in the comments below. Is this something that you would add to your personal collection? Gorgeous. Let's go to the next one. Now, we're getting into a series of steel cents. And these are from the 1940s. There was a particular year that they replaced the copper content in cents. It's 1943. And this came out to be, look at this, an MS State 66. Wow, that's just fantastic. Just fantastic. And these slabs are a bit dusty. Look at that. But notice also, it's got die cracks. So we're going to go ahead and put this under the coin microscope. Let me switch over and we'll see if we can't find the die cracks. Let's just kind of tool around a little better and see, we're going to tour around the coin, if we can locate the die cracks. Look at that field, how clean that field is. Just gorgeous. There's the 43. There we are. Look at that die crack. So I find this as a real treasure because it's a 43. It has a high grade and it has a die crack on it. Let's see if I can get it back into focus. There it is. And you can see that that is raised up above the surface of the coin, which it must be for it to be a die crack. Because when the die breaks, if you recall, and then it goes to mint a new coin, the metal in the planchet flows up into the crack on the die. So die cracks on the actual newly minted coin will always be above the surface of the coin. There's another one. Look at that jewel. So I wonder, this looks like that die was having some major end of life issues because it starts on the right shoulder of Lincoln. It goes through the folds of the his coat, and comes out down toward the lower right part of the coin. That means that there's probably in that near future of that die a major failure, die break. Very good. Okay, let's go back. I'm going to go up on this just a little bit, and then we're going to go back to the main camera. Bear with me while I bring this back into focus. Okay. We'll do a flip over on the reverse here. Sometimes I forget to show the reverse of the coin, and that is just as important as the obverse. Again, the fields are relatively clean, just gorgeous. You can pause your video to take closer looks as we go around the reverse of the coin. See if I can focus that a little sharper. There we are. But just a gorgeous coin made out of steel with some plating on it. Okay, we're going to change the camera back to the desktop camera. So you're going to see a series of these because I sent several. So here is, that was an MS-65 earlier. Look at this one. This is an MS-64. And it says die cracks. So there's multiples on this coin. Let's go ahead and go back to the camera. The coin microscope. We'll slide this jewel in. And so this is a different one. Just kind of, again, touring around the coin itself. And you can see why this got a lower grade than the original, right? Because you see a little bit of scuffing up in the hair of Lincoln. What I'm doing right now is pulling out my toothpick. So we can see that right in there. Wonder what this is on the inside of that upper curve of the G. You got any ideas? Share with me down below. Just a beautiful coin. Beautiful coin. And it says die crack. So I'm going to have to look a little closer. Did you see them? Where were those die cracks? Sometimes they get injected into the hair, and I'm thinking maybe right up here, some of the die cracks, maybe. What do you think? Just gorgeous. So I'm going to bring it up and get a higher view, bring it back into focus and see if we can see it. We'll turn these lights down. Oh yeah. So here's the die crack right there, right? And there appears to be something up in the folds right in here, but I could be seeing things there, but that on the lower part of the right shoulder is a die crack. And I believe this over here is a die crack as well. Okay, let's look at the reverse of that. Just a gorgeous coin. But again, not as highly graded because of some scuffing on it as the previous one. Okay, let's go to the next one. Now, I'm not going to go back to the desk camera. I'm going to come in with the next one that we've got. We have another steel cent, and this is, again, the 1943, and it's an MS63. It's the MS63. And we're going to kind of look around there. Now, I wonder, what are we seeing here? What do you guys think about that? Is that remnants of the actual slab or something on the coin? Kind of strange, isn't it? Looks like it's on the coin. So I don't know if that's a defect in the plating of that steel cent. What do you guys think? Here's the 1943, the date or the year. Put the lights back on it so we can see it a little better. So there's something definitely going on up in this area right here. And ANACS does say die cracks. So I've got to look a little closer. There, if it's not in the periphery here, where is it? There's a little bit of scuffing in the hair. Oh, I see it. I believe it's right below, very shadow line right there, maybe. Let's go down a little lower. Bring it back into focus. Well, I'm just kind of looking through the slabbing of this coin and not sure about this right up here. Looks like it's part of the slab. What do you guys think? Or is that on the coin itself? Huh. I'm going to take this out just briefly and look at it under my eye loop. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's on the coin. That peripheral view of what's going on, it's not in the slab, it's on the coin. Okay, let me put this back under the scope here. So all this you see going over Liberty and around, that's actually on the coin surface. Interesting coin. It looks like there's a die crack going into the 3. Okay, everybody see that? Right there. Let's look at the other side right quick. We may have to have a part 4 because this looks like it's going to go a little longer as we look at these coins. Now, something on the wheat bundle, and then you see this coming down through here. Let me focus it a little better. Looks like it may be a die crack. A little bit of machine doubling maybe on the P on pluribus. Okay. All right, let's go to the next coin. Now the next coin is also a Lincoln steel cent. This was an MS64 and it has MS64 and it has die cracks on it. Right? Die cracks. So let's go ahead and look at the coin. Bring it back into focus. MS64, a little bit better condition than the one we just saw. Look at those open fields. Isn't that gorgeous? Again, something going on with the edge of that coin. Same as the other one. But overall, the fields are really clean. So this has the same die crack as the previous one that was an MS63 right there. So it was emitted from the same die, not shortly long afterwards. And that kind of makes sense. As we go around the coin, we can see some of the same features that was in the original coin. See this right in here? Right there. Very interesting. But notice the L is a little more pronounced here. Let's flip it over. We're going to back it up and get a bigger bird's eye view of it. Bring it back into focus. Turn the lights down. Yeah, so you can see that same die crack on the reverse right there as in the previous one. So very pleased with this. Very pleased. I've got a MS State steel cent and it has die cracks on it. Love it. Now, I'm thinking these are fingerprints. Don't handle your raw coins with your hands. If you have to pick them up, hold them by the edge because you have oils on your hand naturally secreted and it will leave the mark on the coins. Okay, let's go to the next one. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th coin. Another MS64 1943 steel cent. Different coin. So pleased with that certification. And let me see if I can bring it a little sharper in. Yeah, you can see a die crack right across the forehead here, right there. Sometimes when you see that, it's not a die crack, it is delamination, but I think that's a die crack. Just playing around with the lights. The date looks pretty good. Now there, the fields are clean. And the L on Liberty is certainly well delineated there. So the die crack on the averse is through the scalp. Now I'm wondering up here going into the G, is that something? Let's go down a little lower, maybe. Turn the lights up and bring it back into focus. It looks like that was a mirage. Okay, let's flip it over. And the actual reverse just has a gorgeous sheen to it. Original luster. Fields are really clean and nice. So we see a die crack immediately coming off of the wheat stalk right in there. Multiple die cracks on this coin, both on reverse and averse. Love it. Okay, let's go to the next one. This one is another steel cent, MS63, with die cracks. You know, to be honest, these coins were sent in to be graded and identified for any variation, and I had no idea that we would have multiple die cracks. So very pleased. I just knew they were in really good condition. MS63 again. So we're going to tour around the coin. You see some of that. It looks like, so I'm flip-flopping because it looks like Let me fix something here right quick. I'm flip-flopping because it looks like we're having some slab remnants. And the reason why I say that wasn't quite finished. This doesn't look like it's on the coin, but it could be. When I looked at it, the other coin under the glass, my hand glass, it looked like it was actually on the coin and not the slab. Again, what do you guys think? Very crisp 1943. And we have this, looks like this die crack right there. Oh, look here. And this is the one, I've had a few others. It starts here and goes all the way over. So that's that die that has cracks that is on the verge or end of life where it would have a major break. Look at that. How about that? Okay, let's flip it over. We'll get it refocused. A little bit of a die crack, it looks like, between the L and the U coming in from the rim of the coin. Looking at 1 cent. Just a beautiful coin. And then coming into the weak stock from the edge of the rim of the coin, it's about the 3 o'clock position, maybe 2 o'clock position. There's another die crack. Just beautiful. Okay. We're going to the next coin, another steel cent. This is an MS-64, 1943 Lincoln cent. Wouldn't you like to find a copper rather than a steel 43? You'd be on easy street then, I think. In God we trust. Nice clean fields. 1943. Seems like the die crack is coming down through here. See that? Let's get it up a little more central and in focus. We'll move it over now. And you can see the beginnings of it right in here. So this was this coin probably was minted a little earlier than some of the other coins we've already shown, where we saw that it was on the verge of a major die break. Okay, let's flip it over and look at the reverse. Bring it back into focus. So coin might have benefited from some conservation on the O there. Sometimes it's about, does it add more value than it's going to cost? I'm not seeing anything here. This may be a die break right there. Let's go down just a little bit and see. Kind of suspect. Oh, wow. These, I'm not sure. It makes you wonder what's going on with this coin here. What are these lines? I don't think I saw these when I submitted it. Of course, I did send in a bundle of coins. I think I sent in 41, 43 coins overall. But I don't think these are scratches. They're going right through. It's hard to say. Wonder if the die got gouged in some way, or if it's just like discoloration on the coin. What do you guys think? Okay, let's go to the next one. It was an MS-64, which is kind of surprising. Okay, we have another MS-64 die cracks. Nice crisp. There's the 43. Here's that die crack again. This is that common die crack we're seeing in a number of cases of this coin that I submitted in, right in there. Beautiful. Love it. Look at that right there. So it starts on the, what looks like the 7 o'clock position, arcs upward, and then it arcs back down toward the 5 o'clock position. Interesting. And it looks like it bifurcates or splits in two right in there and up this way. Let's look at the reverse. I wish you could see this in person because these coins just have a beautiful finish on them. Can't really tell that with the microscope. Turn the light up just a little bit. Just a really fine example of a steel cent. Okay, let me go back to the desk camera. Hopefully you found this interesting. We'll finish up this unboxing in the next episode. That will be ANACS Unboxing Part 4. And let me know what you think. Do you like die cracks? Do you collect die cracks? Do you like the tone coins, like the bluish rainbow toning? What's your interest? Just tell me down below in the comments. And with that, my friends, I hope you have a great day. Take care of yourself. And of course, as always, good hunting.